was gonna put on makeup for this video, and then I was just like, I don't really feel like wasting my product for one video. Hey everyone, so today I'm going to talk about Illuminae by, already forgot, Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. And I know everyone kind of already read this book back in like 2014 when it came out, but I like to, let things kind of develop and simmer before I read them, and also I just honestly like never got to it. So there you go. Sometimes these things happen. I recently like flew through this whole series last month in February into March. I finished all 3 books and really enjoyed them, but today I'm just going to talk about the first one, Illuminae. The first thing I want to say about this book is the format is very interesting and kind of different. It has pages where like you're looking at transcripts or emails, and it also has kind of interesting designs throughout. It kind of reminds me of postmodern literature, but without the pretension that sometimes comes along with postmodern literature, or is it modern literature? I don't know. I didn't pay that much attention during that course in college because I did not like it and I thought it was a touch pretentious, but this is like the fun version of that. So I think if you're someone who's interested in kind of the manipulation of like the novel form, it could be interesting. Or if you're just someone who likes like a light-ish sci-fi drama, this is also a good book for you. I definitely think if you're someone who likes a lot of like introspection with characters, and a lot of like heavy detail on like actions and thoughts and stuff, this is definitely not going to be the book for you because it's mostly told through transcripts or descriptions of like video files, and so you definitely do lose kind of some of that like deeper character work that you would be able to get if you had like a narrator who could read the thoughts essentially of the characters. This book isn't that at all. It's very straightforward, which is kind of why I also highly recommend, if maybe you're if you're hesitant, or if you think that might get boring to read transcripts, the audiobook is honestly fantastic. I listened to the audiobook while reading the book, or I would kind of like listen to the audiobook and then like flip through the book to see stuff that like I maybe missed, or like how things were formatted within the book. But it was so good. It was so well acted. It was honestly insane to me how good the voice actors were, and like overall I really felt like the audiobook like made the experience so much more exciting and interesting, and so if you have a lot of time right now, you might, I really highly recommend like listening to the audiobook, maybe while you're cleaning or doing laundry, stuff like that, because it is extremely good. As far as the characters are concerned, the main 2 human characters are pretty like run-of-the-mill YA protagonists in my opinion. They aren't too overly surprising. It's like a girl who's super smart and a guy who's like good at combat, and you're like, okay, and they are into each other. I think kind of the redeeming factor between the 2 is that the dialogue's kind of funny and quick-witted, and so you can kind of enjoy their back and forth, but there isn't really anything like new done with them. Easily the most interesting part of this book is the AI character Aiden, who is, he's not in the whole book, and I don't want to say too much, but like I think the themes and issues that Aiden deals with are kind of the meatiest parts of the book and the probably most like interesting in my opinion. And so once you kind of get more into Aiden's narrative, I think things get pretty interesting. This is a hefty book. It's like 600 some odd pages, but it's just under 600. This one's $5.99. So yeah, it is hefty, but it is a pretty quick read, especially because some pages again are just like this. Like it's a pretty quick read, and I think it's a good length. It doesn't go too long, which is weird to say about like a almost 600 page book, but like it I think tells the story in a way that is like concise and not really drawn out, which is nice. especially because sometimes I think YA, like sci-fis and fantasies, can have a tendency to be a little overlong. This one definitely does not do that, despite the page length. It is easy and well-paced. So yeah, I think I covered everything. I just wanted to do like a really quick review of it. I don't really want to wax on too much, and I don't want to give spoilers, but I think if you're interested in sci-fi at all, or if you are just interested in listening to a good audiobook, this is definitely a good option for you. And I know like getting an audiobook and a book seems a little silly, but if you can get them from your library, which I did, I got the audiobook from my library and through Libby, the app, and I also got the rest of the series at the library. If you can do that, it's cost effective and it's a good time. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.